welcome back to our Women of History segment. Today we have Mrs. Hollenbeck here to talk about Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
All right, so first off, when was she born?
Well, she was born November 12th in 1815 to Daniel Cady and Margaret Livingston Cady, and it was actually known that her father did not want to have a daughter. He wanted a son.
Oh, wow. Where was she born?
She was born in Johnstown, New York.
Okay, so what was her occupation?
She was a women's rights activist. She was also known as an abolitionist, and she was one of the leading figures for the women's rights movement.
Oh, wow. So who did she work alongside with for most of her career?
Well, most of her career it was Susan B. Anthony. They actually met in the early 1850s, and their biggest endeavor together was the National American Women's Suffrage Association.
Okay, so what type of education did she have?
Well, she started off going to school at Emma Williams Troy Female Seminary School, and then after that she continued to study at Johnstown Academy in Seneca Falls. And then while she was still living in Seneca Falls, she studied and practiced law when she was married.
Oh, wow. So she was married?
Yes, sorry, she was married, and they actually had 7 kids. She married Henry Stanton, and when they got married, she omitted the word obey from their vows because she didn't feel that it fit her lifestyle. And then they actually got married against their parents' consent, but they honeymooned at the Anti-Slavery Convention in London.
Oh, wow, that's so interesting. So can you tell me about the Seneca Falls Convention?
Well, the Seneca Falls Convention was a meeting where they got together to sign and create the Declaration of Sentiments. The Declaration of Sentiments was a document that proposed that women should be allowed to vote. And they then moved on after they got that passed to actually get the right to vote for all people. And they created a petition and had it signed by over 400,000 people, and it actually put immediate processing of the 13th Amendment onto the U.S. Constitution.
Wow, that's such an awesome thing. Well, thank you, Mrs. Hollenbeck. It was our pleasure having you on the show and learning about Elizabeth Cady Stanton.